Chloe, and we're back with another video. You guys, this is Married at First Sight season 14 episode 4. Y'all, between Lindsey showing her whole behind tonight, and Alyssa and the dramatics and the gaslighting of it all. Child, we got some stuff to get into, so let's do it. Before I get into this review, first I want to say hi, welcome back, and if this is your first time, welcome. Do not forget to like this video, okay? Especially if you like this video. And don't forget to subscribe if you're entertained, because like, child, it's entertaining over here. You're gonna like it over here. Trust me, you're gonna love it over here. You won't regret coming over here. So hit that subscribe button. But if you wanna, have your commitment issues, you wanna wait to the end, I understand. But just let me know that you hit that subscribe button at the end. Just let me know. All right, y'all, let's get into this review. So basically, the episode picked up where it left off. For some reason, Married at First Sight thought that we needed a recap of last week in the beginning of this episode with the exact same stuff of them, coming out of their dresses and, taking off the makeup and, all the slow motion of the zipping down of the dress or whatever the case may be and the taking off of the bow ties. Child, I was like, we don't need this. We saw this. I was like, y'all, is this a repeat? Is this a repeat? No, it's not. It's a new episode. It's looking real repeat-ish right now. Elijah Wan done finally put on his basketball shorts. Good for him. Good for him. Because we didn't need that. But he put the shorts over the drawers that had the stains. So it's kind of too late. We already saw the stains on Elijah Wan. But, I'm glad that he put them on so that Katina don't have to see him. First of all, him and Katina was over there being real touchy, feel kissing on each other, or, holding each other. I said, shooky now, they gonna get it in. Oh, sucky now, they definitely gonna get it in. But, they wanna act like they didn't. I'm not buying it. The kisses was too passionate. Lindsey and Mark are sitting on the couch and they cuddle up and they start talking about, their moms, okay? Now, Lindsey said that her relationship with her mom has always been, not the best, okay? She said that as an adult, she had to set the boundaries for her mother, but the door is always open. Then she said that her mother emailed her and told her that she wasn't coming. She said a lot of nasty things in the email, and she was just like, nah, I'm good on that. But then I was sitting here like, it's 2021 at the time this happened, right? And you mean to tell me that her mother was emailing her? Does that mean that her mother don't have her actual phone number? I'm just curious. Did she not give her mother her number for her to email her? That's something different. That's something different. That's like really just leaving the door open, okay? I didn't even give you my phone number. The door is literally open on the email. I said, it definitely must be disheartening to like get an email from your mother. Not a text message, not a phone call, but an email. Sucks. Definitely sucks. Mark talks about his mom, okay? We get a little bit of clarity on, his mom. And now I kind of understand why she was very dismissive with him. So he said that after his mom retired, she then just stopped getting dressed. And I can understand, like, when you have nowhere to go, you don't want to get dressed because you ain't got nowhere to go. It's like one of those things. And a lot of people dealt with that during the beginning of, the world shutting down. Everybody just was like, forgetting what days it was, not really getting dressed up to go nowhere. That's why I'm thankful for social media a little bit in this time, because we all have an outlet to still, talk to each other, see each other's faces, communicate through Zoom, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. So it wasn't as bad as probably when his mother first started, as bad as probably when his mother really went into retirement, okay? Then he said that when she lost her husband, that she definitely, shut down. She stopped wanting to go outside. She stopped wanting to do a lot. And I can understand, because losing your spouse, especially someone who you probably spent a lot of your lifetime with, gotta hurt. Definitely gotta hurt. So I felt for, his mother, and I felt for him because he just want to make sure that she's okay. And Lindsey said, do you think it sounds like really, really severe depression? And he said, yeah. And every time she says she wants help and we go to get her some help, she decided that she don't want help no more. I was just like, that's sad. It's really sad, y'all. I pray to God that I never find myself in a situation where, you know, I don't want to go outside the house anymore. I don't want to get dressed anymore. I'm emailing my daughter. Like, I just pray that that's not anywhere in my future. Anywhere. But then it lightens up a little bit and you see her like talking about it's so cold. She turning up the heat because, you know, she want to get a little warm. And then she's like, he going to notice. He's like, it's hot in here. It's hot in here. She was like, but it was so cold. I was like, honestly, like in the beginning, I was like, I really was loving their, you know, little bonding session, the little jokes and playing or whatever the case may be, because y'all know I was definitely, you know, wishy-washy when it comes to Lindsey. In this scene, I was really liking Lindsey. I really was, okay? Jasmina that took off her makeup and homegirl and wrapped her hair up. She said, no. What you're not gonna do is mess up my blowout. And I said, I felt you on that, sis. Wrap it on up. He gonna take this wrap on the wedding night, and that's all I got to say. But anyway, when they get in the bed, Michael tells Jasmina that her stepfather said, don't let him boss you around. I said, uh-huh. She was like, no, he did not say that. I said, uh-huh, she bossy. I'm bossy. She bossy. Okay. Steve's still trying to give Noy that daggone ring pop. I'm like, Steve, the joke's over. It's not cute anymore. It's like, no, just playing. Like, child, you want her to get used to the lesser things in life or something. Why you keep trying to push that daggone ring pop on that girl finger? So you don't have to worry about getting a real ring one day. Child, get out of my face. Noy goes and take off her makeup, y'all. And honestly, I honestly think that she looks so much better without the makeup. Her skin even looked healthier, fresher without the makeup. So I'm just going to assume that the makeup was the makeup artist, or the makeup itself was just trash, okay? Because when she came out and she had her little glasses on, okay, her hair little swoop to the side, and you know her face was fresh and clean, she looked so much better than she did when she had all that makeup caked up on them pores like they wasn't gonna be able to breathe, okay? So I could appreciate that. Chris talking about he still don't know what's going on, and when he asked Alyssa did she want to talk about it, she was like, no, not right now. No, not right now. He like, do you want to talk about it with the cameras off? Like, do you want to talk about it at all? And she's like, no, I just think we need to go to bed and we just need to reset. But in that whole little conversation they was having, she said there were some things that was said that just made her feel uncomfortable. And I'm just like, oh, girl, just keep using these excuses of things that was said if you want to. Cool. It was some things that was said that made you feel uncomfortable. Got it. Sounds like a lot, but got it. He's like, what was said? By who? Like, what happened? I don't want to talk about it right now. I'd rather just, you know, go ahead, get some sleep, rest on it, think about it. Like, girl, you already know what it is. You don't think he's attractive. Like, we don't have to go through this trying to make him seem like a bad person. Just say you're not attracted to him and that's it and that's all. Tell that man, honestly, Chris, you're not my type. I'm not really attracted to you and I'm struggling with it. That's all you gotta say. But to go up there and be like, I just heard some things that just makes me feel so uncomfortable. Like, girl, bye. That wasn't it. But okay. So Chris says this is not how he expected his, you know, wedding night to go. And he really wished that he was married to someone who at least would like to, you know, spend their first night together getting to know each other. And I say, yeah, I mean, that's what you expect on Married at First Sight, to at least spend your first night together getting to know each other. But no, because we can't be honest about the struggles that we're struggling with, we can't even have a conversation about that. Okay, cool. So now it's time for everybody wake up the next day. Y'all know we gotta get the little couple scam of everybody, you know, waking up, okay? Obviously, all the couples together except for Alyssa and Chris. Well, I'm Married at First Sight, get them the bootleg breakfast. Why they get the bootleg breakfast? Like, child, they got granola bars, stale croissants, little cups of coffee. Like, what's going on in there? I think Lindsey may have actually had some type of breakfast, okay? Like a little sandwich or something. But I was like, what are they eating? And who paid for this? Because, like, child, I can get my own breakfast if that's the case, like, at this point. It's like they always lack on something every season. And this year it was definitely the breakfast, okay? Lindsey and Mark already sharing a drink. I was like, that's a little too close for my comfort on the first day, but okay, you married, that's your husband, he want to taste your drink, you want to taste his drink. I mean, y'all probably was tasting some other stuff, but that ain't none of my business. That ain't none of my business. Found out that Elijah needs some, you know, pointers on how to cuddle. I said pointers on how to cuddle, huh? How to cuddle? Okay. And Noy and daggone Steve didn't have sex. I said, child, Steve, why you even think about sex? Think about a job. Let's do that. Start with the job. Okay, so then we get to this whole dramatic scene, child, because y'all know they can't let the dramatics, we can't be happy for a second. You know, we just can't be happy for a second. So Chris comes and tells us that, you know, Alyssa came to him at 2 o'clock in the morning. She finally wanted to talk without the cameras, okay? And she basically told him she didn't vibe with him. And I said, vibe? Girl, this girl gonna find all types of words to use except for the words that she want to use, okay? It just wasn't a vibe. But how? You ignored the man the whole time. You didn't even get a chance to get his vibe. The fact that he liked your boots should have been a vibe enough. Honestly, girl, like that should have been enough. Because them boots was ugly. It was the boots for me. And I'm not going to let you live them daggone boots down. So now they going to have a little chit chat over coffee. Child, I was like, hey, not Alyssa coming in like she a Kardashian with her little bag and her little shoulder out. Okay, she gonna sit down. Or like okay, so, like, girl, you called this meeting, what you got to say? What you got to say? You called the meeting. Chris tells her that he's a little worried because it seems like she already checked out. And she was like, so what you trying to say is, does it seem like I was here for the right reasons? I was like, how did you getting checked out make it seem like you wasn't here for the right reasons? Child, you not here for the right reasons? Because that's what it's giving. You didn't even give him a chance. You didn't even give him a shot. Nothing. Nothing whatsoever. Okay? She says there are things that she feels are very important to her. Very important to her. And then we get the flashbacks of her saying how, you know, you got to be attractive. You got to be attractive. You got to be attractive. Now, hear me out, y'all. I'm not upset at the fact that the girl not attracted to the man. I'm upset that the girl is bringing up everything but the fact that she's not attracted to the man. Can we not say it's not a vibe? Because I don't know what it's not a vibe means. Just tell me I'm not attracted to you. I'm struggling with this. But I'm going to try. Or I'm not going to try. But then again, you can't come on Married at First Sight if looks are so important to you. Because you are literally meeting someone for the first time at the altar. Meaning, you got to give yourself a little wiggle room for what you might get. Just saying. She says they seem like two different people. They don't have really nothing in common. I said, girl, where'd you learn all this stuff? Because you didn't talk to the man. When did you learn all these things? Because you didn't talk to him, but okay. He asked her, do you think at this point it's going to work? She said, I just want us to have a good experience. No. No good experience. This isn't about a good experience. This is a marriage. What are you talking about? I just want us both to have a good experience. Do you think this is going to work? Yes or no? Forget the experience of it all. Yes or no? Child, it's the deflection for me. It's her never can just give a straight answer for me. Like, just say how you feel and feel how you feel, but we don't know that if you don't say that. You got the man thinking it's everything but. I mean, I'm sure he knows it's this. I'm sure he knows it. But you ain't saying. So he's not too sure. Because everything it's not a vibe. It's not a vibe. I feel uncomfortable with the things that I heard. Okay, cool. So now it's time for everybody to meet their spouses, family members, and friends, y'all. I'm not going into deep details with everyone, but I am going to go into, you know, little parts that stood out to me from each individual meeting, okay? So Jasmina sits down with Michael's sisters and, well, two of them out of the, 4 or 5 I think he has, okay? She sits down with the two of them, and they really seemed like they was, like, friends, okay? They was like, so did y'all, like, you know, do it or whatever? And she was like, no, we didn't do it. We didn't do it. Okay? They start going into dialogue about, you know, Michael. We found out that Michael always kind of assumes the worst of things, okay? And that's a little concerning for Jasmina because she's like, I don't want to be married to one who just always assumes the worst. And then we found out that this girl ain't never had a real relationship in real life. Girl, the girl been having all these long distance relationships her whole life. I was like, then now it makes sense as to why she's never been married, because she won't find nobody face to face to be with, girl. It's 2022. Leave, go meet your man. Noi flew across the world to go see her man. Hop in the plane and go see yours. But now she got Michael, okay? So sisters was looking like that's kind of red flaggish. It's giving real 90-day fiance out here, but okay. But overall, that interaction was really cute. I just feel like that one little statement already put from what we see later on happen in this episode, and we're gonna get into it, okay? It already put the notion in her head that he already assumes the worst of the worst in every situation. But also, Jasmina did ask him how does he behave when he gets mad. And I thought that we need to pay attention to that, because the last time someone asked someone how they behave, you know, when they get mad, and they said, oh, I just walk away. They didn't walk away, okay? And coincidentally, they said that Michael does the same thing. He will just walk away and go clear his mind. I was like, pay attention, y'all. Pay attention, y'all. I'm sure it's going to come up later on down the line. We're going to need this little bit of advice. We're going to need it, okay? But she says that she's all in, and her sisters are happy that she's all in, okay? I was like, they say, you better be. You better be. You know, don't play with me and my brother. So when Michael sits down with Jasmina's mother and her sisters, they asked him, they say, listen, what kind of example of marriage have you had? He said, I really didn't have much of an example of marriage, but I was raised by women and I do have sisters. So I know what it's like to care for a woman or what that looks like. And I was like, that's good enough for me. I think that's cute. He said, I never really had experience with actually being a husband, but I do know how to care for a woman. And I can honestly believe that a man who cares for his mother, his sisters, you know, his kids, and, you know, things like that will definitely know how to treat a woman, you know, hopefully. Now, mom big concern at this point is that, you know, she just want Jasmina to be safe. It's her safety. I don't know you, man. I don't know you. And the fact that you're going to be with my daughter and I don't know nothing about you is driving me crazy. I want to sit here and I want to be happy and I want to smile and I want to keep with you. But at the end of the day, I still don't know you. That's mom's vibe, okay? And I'm not mad at her. Because at least she's being supportive, but she not being naive either. So Noi meets with Steve's parents and they ask her, you know, like about the traditional wear and things like that and how they thought that was cool. And she was like, oh my God, you know, she started getting emotional because Steve just really embraced it. I said, Steve like Van going to embrace it all, okay? The man got where to go. He needs to embrace it. She was like, he did like it? I can't tell he liked that. I can't read him. They like, yeah, he's hard to read. Just ask him. If you want to know anything, just ask him. I said, I really feel like Noi and Steve gonna make a cute little couple. I'm not even gonna hold you. I really feel like they'll make a cute little couple as long as he go get a bag. Okay, go get a bag. Go get a bag. Go get a bag, aka a job, okay? Now, speaking of jobs, the parents bring up the fact that he ain't got no job. He ain't got no job. And how you feel about that, girl? How you feel about that? She was like, you know, I will definitely want to have kids and a family and a house and stuff like that. So, you know, hopefully as long as he has a plan for his career, we can work this thing out. And I was like, look, Annoyed. She just, you know, just go with the flow. Go with the flow. I got faith in them. The experts definitely would not give me a man who ain't got no future. Why would they do that to me? Okay? Joke's on you, Noi. Joke's on you. So Steve meets with Noi brother and sister, but his brother is now his sister Sriracha, okay? And Sriracha said that she got dressed up because she want to see his reaction. I said, okay, Sriracha, then. Okay, it's a little spicy over there. I feel you. Yeah, I'm just gonna tell you, if I was Sriracha, I would have did the same thing because I need to make sure that he not, you know, prejudiced. I need to make sure that he understand and he accept what's going on over here because this is what's happening. It's what's happening, okay? But I'm not going to hold you. They was getting in him. And I mean, they was tearing Steve down because when they got to the fact that this man ain't got no job, I said, ooh, give him a new one. Give him a new one. She asked him, so why did you decide to travel? Like, what did you get out of it? Was this, you know, to like, you know, explore, clear your mind, you know, things like, what about a financial responsibility for your children? Mama was like, if you want to have a baby, then you need to have a job. And I said, tell him, Mama, I mean, it makes sense to me. Baby, job, baby. They go hand in hand. You can't have a baby without a job. I mean, you can, but you shouldn't. Just saying, for the well-being of that child, somebody need to have some coins coming in and take care of that child, okay? But they was grilling him, okay? When Steve said, I mean, I guess it's, you know, different things for different people. Depends on what you want out of life. So I should say, so what do you want out of life? And child, we still ain't getting no answer as to what Steve want out of life, so we don't know. We definitely don't know. So Lindsey goes meets with Mark friends, y'all, and they just have the nicest things to say about Mark, about, you know, how he wears his heart on his sleeve and how you just gotta break him down a little bit, okay? And they were like really having this cute little conversation, and I was really feeling like the things that they had to say about him. And after like just hearing his backstory, I can believe it. I definitely could believe everything they were saying about him. And I really feel like Lindsey could be a good fit for him, but you know, she got some caring aspects, and I don't think he can handle all of those caring aspects that she has going on with her. But okay. I did love the fact that she asked him how could she support him with taking care of his mother, or being there for him with his mother. And when they just said, listen, he's not going to really ask you to do much, but, you know, he's just want to make sure that she's okay. So you may have to, you know, call and check in on her or whatever the case may be. But that's really all that he really cares about, is just making sure that his mom is okay. And I say like a good son should. So Mark then meets with Lindsey's family. Y'all, it's a bunch of her family, okay? And they give him a Lindsey survival kit. I was like, child, okay? And this survival kit has some candy because, you know, she be hungry all the time. Sometimes you just got to feed her. Just give her something to snack on. She'll be okay, okay? And then they pulled out the button, the no button. I said between the choosing violence button and the no button, I need to get all these buttons, okay? Because I'm ready for all of it, okay? No, 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 okay? It was really cute. But they was not really saying a lot of good things about her. They really wasn't. It was more like she could fly off the handle. She needed to control her mouth. She did this, that, and the other. I was just sitting here like, child, you should be really scared. You should be definitely scared, okay? His eyes was sitting here so wide open. I said, that man's eyes is so creepy, y'all cannot take it, okay? Every time he started looking like that, I just be like, there's something behind them eyes that I can't rock with. It's definitely something behind them eyes that I can't rock with, and I think it's because he's a liar. But we're going to get into the lies of it all a little bit later, okay? At the end of that segment of them telling him that, you know, basically she's a brat, okay? The song was playing in the background, and the song in the background said, keep playing with fire and you're gonna get burned. I said, I don't know if that's a good song, but I feel like it's a premonition of the future. Just letting you know, it seems like a premonition of the future. Y'all, I feel like Alyssa should have just passed up. Like, sis, you should have just passed up because you really don't care, okay? She don't really have nothing that she want to ask because she don't really care, okay? As they sitting down and they're talking, you can just see that she's not here for none of this conversation and she just don't care. The mom had the nerve to talk about something. I just really feel like they made a good match with y'all two. And I was like, Mom, you can't read the room, huh? You just don't read the room. You can't read it good at all, not even a little bit. She clearly doesn't feel like it was a good match. A lot of the things she was sitting here saying don't seem like it's a good match. But I will tell you that you give her and she gonna take him out. Because she asked them what is, you know, how much time do they get to spend with him? And they was like, well, we don't really get to spend that much time with him because, you know, he's into real estate. He's always on his phone. He's always working and this, that, and the other. So we kind of like good to like, we kind of get put second or kind of like on a back seat. And when they said all of that, she was like, ding, 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 ding. Oh my God. Why would you even try to find a wife? Like, you don't even have time to spend with her. And then you gonna put your wife second? No, I don't even. I said, child, get a girl and she gonna marry. Obviously, he may be ready to change that, Alyssa, but you will never know because you won't talk to the man. Like, you will never know because you won't talk to the man. You may never know that he may have decided that he don't want to be this way anymore. He wants to start, you know, building a family and stuff like that. But you will never know because you won't talk to him. But okay. So when Chris meets with Alyssa's mother and her friend, he tells them that she doesn't think that they are compatible. Now, this is the part that really just made me just feel like they know what type of woman this was. Because the mother was just like, just give it a shot. You know, sometimes she just takes a while to open up, okay? And in the confessional, she said, I feel like he's a really good guy. And, you know, he can help center her. And I say, yeah, knock her down a few notches. Knock her down a few freaking notches. Child, we're going to get there. It's coming, y'all. It's coming. So when Katina goes to meet with Olajuwon's second mother, their interaction was so cute. Okay, but when she asked her, do you feel as though he is ready to commit to one woman forever? You know, the mother was like, I feel like he's open to this. And I was like, that's not the same. Commit and, you know, being open is not the same, but okay. So then she gives her, you know, his little t-shirt so that now she could be his little cheerleader. Like passing over the baton, like you his woman now, you could take over and you could cheer him on in life. And I thought it was so cute. And I was just like all here for the sentimentals of it all, okay? Now, meanwhile, Olajuwon is over there hat fishing in his hat, because y'all know he love the hat fish, child, okay? I'm telling you, he looks so much better with that hat on. So much better to me, okay? And he's sitting down and he's talking to the family and the friends. Now, child, Katina got this one male friend, I can't remember his name, but child, he did not come to play, okay? He was sitting there looking at Elijah Wan like, nah, something don't smell right. Something smell a little rotten, okay? What's up with you, bro? What's up with you? That's the vibe that he was giving, because Elijah Wan want to sit there and say, like, of course I don't have a problem getting a girl, but I really want to try something different. And he was like, you want to try something different? That's like, you know, trying something. This is a marriage. What do you mean? You want to try something different? Then Elijah Wan wants to tell him, like, you know, he's fully committed. He's really, you know, open to doing this and this, that, and the other. He was like, nah, I'm not feeling none of them BS answers. It's like, I'm seeing through him. It seems like he came up to here to blow up, to get some exposure. And I said, oh my God, I feel like the friend was me last episode when I was saying this. That's the same vibe we get. We definitely get the same vibe. It's not just you, friend. It's not just you. But he definitely wasn't here for it. And I was like, call it how you see it. One man from another man, okay? Katina then goes to meet with Elijah Wan. She asked him, did you learn anything? He was like, nah, I ain't really learned nothing. Because, you know, your friend, he was coming at me crazy like I ain't had the right intentions and stuff like that. She was like, well, you know, he has a real good judge of character. Well, I'm going to have to disagree with that. I said, well, you won't have to disagree until we all agree that maybe he was right. Maybe he was right, baby. Maybe he was right. Okay. But she's definitely taking it in consideration because that's her friend. And, you know, sometimes your friends see things that you don't. So I was like, good for you, girl. Good for you. I'm not saying go ahead full-fledged and dismiss this man. But what I'm saying is make sure you keep that in the back of your brain at all times, okay? What Alyssa should be doing is keeping some of them comments and them things that the friends was saying to her, just keeping them in the back of her brain. Okay, just in case he starts to display this behavior, but she will never know because she never gave him a chance, but that's neither here or there, okay? So now it's time to go to the honeymoon, y'all, and they find out that they're going to San Juan, Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico. I was like, I'm here for the honeymoon in Puerto Rico, okay? It's definitely better than Vegas. Definitely. Okay? Too bad Mary didn't get to go to Puerto Rico because she probably would have enjoyed that, okay? But no, Nope, she got Vegas. Okay, so with Chris, first of all, y'all, why the heck did, what's the name? Why did Mark the Shark have a whole suitcase full of goldfish? I was like, child, he's just as goofy as Lindsey. Just letting you know that. They just goofy together, okay? So now y'all know, here go Alyssa and Chris. Dun, 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 dun. Every time we get a Chris in a situation, y'all just know it don't go right. This time, it's the Alyssa part of the situation instead of the Chris part. But either way, it's a Chris involved, right? Okay. So, of course, if we got to sit there and see them getting ready to, you know, find out that they going to Puerto Rico, okay? And Chris is just trying to figure out what that looks like for them as a couple. What does that look like for us as a couple, okay? She says that she's really looking forward to, you know, spending time with the other couples. And I was like, I can't with this girl. I can't with this girl. So then he was like, you know, saying like, maybe we should do this. And she was like, no, I just want to lay on the beach. And he was like, well, we could do that too. And then maybe we should do this. No, I just want to do this. Well, we could do that too. And then she got the nerve to say, it's like, he's just yesing me to death. He's just yesing me to death. Well, he's yesing you to death, sis, because he wants to get to know you. He wants to spend a little bit of time with you. And if that means laying out on the beach, then so be it. So effing be it. Why you gotta be such a bitch about it? Now he's yesing you to death? Do you want him to be an a-hole to you? Is that what you're looking for? Because you keep pushing Chris, he gonna give it to you. Be careful what you ask for, sis. Be careful, okay? She got the nerve to say, it's been a short period of time, but he's rubbing me wrong. Girl, ain't nobody even rubbing you. Go away. Nobody's rubbing you. Go away. Okay? So now everybody's, you know, packing up. They getting ready to get on a plane. They on a plane looking like they having a good time. Okay? Everybody with their little couples cam, y'all. And the one time we needed a camera to be there, it wasn't there. The one time we needed a couple to be camming it up, they wasn't doing it. Okay, because soon as they laying down in Puerto Rico, okay, Chris is like, you know, talking to the camera. Alyssa still ignoring him, walking away, okay. Next thing you know, we see Lindsey and Mark the Shark getting on a whole little bus, okay, a separate bus from everybody else, okay? So we trying to figure out what's going on. Why they over there in a special bus? Because I was like, they got a special bus. Why they get a special bus? Okay, come to find out that Lindsey don't know how to keep her mouth freaking closed, okay? Because apparently, according to what Elijah Wan said, that she said, you know how to speak Spanish, right? And he was like, I know a little bit, but when I get there, I'm gonna speak English. And she was like, well, you need to speak Spanish. And he was like, well, listen, I'm an adult. I can speak whatever language I want. How about you go worry about your husband? How about you do that? How about you go tell him to speak Spanish? How about that? Okay? And then Katina was like, and then she said that she wanted to fight him. Keep her away from me. Keep her away from me. And that's all I got to say. I said, oh, it's about to get rowdy up in here. Lindsey, what you do, Lindsey? And Lindsey, what you do? Because Lindsey and Mark and the Shark on the other bus like, we're not going to let this ruin our good time. We're not going to let this ruin our good time, okay? And I'm going to go deep dive into this whole situation, child. But we got to wait till we hear Lindsey's side of the story so we can all wrap it up and make it make sense, right? Okay? But just keep in mind that there's a whole bus full of people over here and then 2 people in this one, okay? That shows you who the majority thought was right and who the majority thought was wrong. If there's 2 people here and everyone else over here, doesn't look good for this 2 people. Okay. Mark's in the van. Of course, Mark's in the van with his wife because that's his wife. He gonna stick beside him. He gonna stick beside her. Okay. Now, when all the couples get back to their hotels, everybody goes down to the beach, you know, to hang out. Of course, Chris and Alyssa ain't talking to each other. And it's looking to me like Alyssa was trying to get with Michael. I was like, sis, go get your own man. You better go get your Chris. And leave that Michael alone for Jasmine to snap on you. You know she's type crazy just a little bit. Somewhere in there. I'm going to find it. But you better leave Michael alone. That's what you better do. Child, she was like following him. Even on the couch, she sat down next to him. I said, girl, you playing with fire. You going to get burned. Keep playing with fire. You going to get burnt. Y'all, I'm just joking. I don't know if she really wanted him, but it was giving that energy, just saying. Katina did say in confessional that Lindsey said that she was going to basically keep poking with him. Oh, Elijah Wan we talking about. Keep poking with him. And that's why she's upset. She's upset because Lindsey basically said that she was going to keep messing with him. And for what, Lindsey? Why? Okay, now we got to get the whole dramatic scene of Lindsey going out onto the balcony and how she just had to like take some time to process and unwind because she was so shook to her core because they were on a plane and they were joking, and then one of the husbands said that he was going to fight her. And he was waiting in the back of the line for her with his chest pumped up. And she was so shook to her core. She felt so uncomfortable. This right here is some Karen-ish. So you mean to tell me that this man was waiting for you in the back of the line with his chest puffed up? This man said that he was going to fight you. This man shook you to your core, made you feel so uncomfortable, and you just had to take your time to unwind. Okay, let me write that down. I got it, don't worry. I got it. Because we're gonna revisit. We're gonna revisit. All the couples are down, you know, by the beach, having a good time, drinking their coladas, talking about everything. Here comes Mark the Shark. Hey y'all, what's up? I just want to come down here and apologize on behalf of my wife, you know? Like, you know, I just telling her, like, you gotta be careful of what buttons you push on people. Like, I just want to apologize for her. So let me get this right. Elijah Wan, if I'm correct, because quote me. Elijah Wan verbally abused your wife. Elijah Wan said that Elijah Wan was waiting for her in the back of a line with his chest puffed up. Elijah Wan said that he wanted to fight your wife. And you came downstairs to apologize on behalf of your wife. Something ain't right. Something about that don't even make freaking sense. Because for one, let me tell you something. If someone would have said any of that stuff to me, my husband's not going to go apologize to the other man that I was going off on. Because in his mind, child, you need to shut up because I got this. He's definitely not going to go apologize for me after you disrespected me. He gonna check you for disrespecting me. So what kind of sense does it make for Mark to come downstairs, Lindsey, if you were so shook up to your core and apologize on behalf of you? So everyone's sitting there with Katina, Elijah, like, nah, I'm ready, I'm willing to let it go. See, you gotta be careful about the words that you use and this, that, and the other. Because you mean to tell me y'all was on a plane and a black man was yelling at a white woman and waiting for her in the line and everybody was okay with that? Because it don't make no freaking sense because the SHIT didn't happen. Girl, miss me with the BS. That's what you can do. That's what you can do. Nobody's going to sit there and care about your little crocodile tears. No. In the climate of the world that we live in, be very careful of your ways. Check yourself. Check yourself. So when Katina said, we could be cordial, but that's it. Don't leave me around her for too long. Because when she made that statement about how she was going to keep poking with Elijah Wine, it said a lot about her character. Because sis, why you feel like you need to keep poking with that man? So Katina had every right to not want to fool with her. Why? I mean, we could be cordial for the cameras, but that's about it. And that's about all. Cool. Great. Got it? Got it. Okay? Now everybody we're going to have a good time. Child, Mark the Shark done went upstairs and lied to daggone Lindsey. I'm skipping over that stuff. We'll get to it, but we're going to skip over some stuff because we got to bring it all together. He goes up and he tells Lindsey that he spoke to them. And Elijah Wan just wants her to feel comfortable. I said, when did Elijah Wan say that? Elijah Wan said he don't need an apology from her because y'all squashed it. That's what Elijah Wan said. So when did he say that he wanted to just make her feel comfortable? No, she didn't. Mark, why are you sitting up there lying? Why are you sitting up there saying all these things happened that did not happen? Why didn't you tell her that you apologized on behalf of her for acting like a freaking Karen? Why you ain't tell her that? Then you want to sit there talking about you don't worry, I got your back, I'm going to protect you. Is that what that was? You going down there, that was you protecting her? Okay. Now she over there crying. Oh my God, I think I love him already. Girl, bye. Both of y'all freaking crazy. Both of y'all freaking crazy. He lied to you to calm your behind down because you can't even mellow the heck out. Like he told them when they was down on that beach that you were like all the way on 100. You're all the way up here, child. Calm the heck down. I cannot with Lindsey. The little bit of like that I have for her is completely gone because sis, I see you for who you are. You don't like it? Oh, well. I said what I said, and that's it. That's all. Period. So let's get into Michael and Jasmina a little argument, okay? Because, like, for them, y'all, they was really arguing. It didn't seem like it, but they was arguing, okay? So they sitting down talking, and Jasmina asked him what he think about the trip so far. So Michael said they got off to a rocky start, but so he's just going to assume that there's going to be some conflict. And Jasmina was like, no, I disagree. What do you mean? You're just going to assume it's going to be conflict. And he was like, whenever you get people who don't know each other around other people who don't know each other, there may be conflict. And she said, no, because you have to respect people's boundaries. And he said, but you don't know these people, so you don't know what their boundaries are. And I said, Jasmina, are you doing what I think you're doing right now? You're taking what the family said and that you put in the back of your head, and now you're running it through, and you're trying to process it. Okay? Yes. Did you not just see the conflict happen? At this point, we cannot no longer not assume that there may be conflict when we already had conflict. Jasmina, what is wrong with you? And it's not about, expecting the worst in this situation. It's just by going by so far what we noticed. There was some conflict, and there may be some more conflict based on what's going on already. What about that is like too hard for you to believe? What fantasy world do you live in? He was like, so do you really think that there would be no arguments in our relationship? And she's like, I don't think like that. I don't think like that. I think that you know, everything's positive, okay? Because when you think like that, you put it out there. Okay, I say, yeah, she's crazy. Okay, yeah, she's crazy. So Jasmina, this is why, Jasmina, so you got into a relationship and you married someone on national television called Married at First Sight for the first time, and you don't think that y'all two are going to have conflict. You don't think that y'all two are ever going to have an argument. So what you telling me is that you never had an argument with someone that you love? Is that what you telling me? Because if you never had an argument with your sisters, if you never had an argument with your mothers, your fathers, nobody, I'm trying to figure out how you could think that you will never have an argument with your husband. Girl, make all of that make sense to me. And you got upset and walked away? Why? Because you're upset and you're in your feelings? Why though? Why are you upset and in your feelings over this? Michael said, I'm just a realist. I said, child, seem real to me. I mean, that's real life. That's not no extravagant realist. That's just basic reality. Girl, Jasmina was firecracker, ready to explode. I told y'all. Child, these people was working on me this episode. Because like drama after drama after drama. Let's get into Alyssa and Chris, y'all. Because y'all know Alyssa and Chris, we can't end the episode without a little bit of Alyssa and Chris. You know, dum 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 dum. Okay, so here we go. Chris still wants to try with Alyssa. Alyssa tells Chris she doesn't feel comfortable sleeping in the same bed or room with him. Chris is in a confessional cracking up. And I say, I'm cracking up too. You want to know why I'm cracking up? Because since you don't want to share a room with a stranger, but you married one. Ha, that's crazy. Oh, child, that's beyond me. The logic of it all. You're willing to actually sign a document to legally marry someone. But you're not willing to, share a room with them. Okay, cool. Got it. The notes that I've been taking, y'all, is just driving me crazy because, like, all these mental notes of how crazy these people are just like, it's overwhelming right now. It's just overwhelming, okay? He was like, so we spent like 40 minutes together. You don't want to talk to me. You didn't want to put in any effort. You wanted this perfect person and you didn't get it. She says, I feel like I got gypped. I feel like you got gypped. It's been nothing but problems since we met. I said, oh, tell them how you really feel. But what was these problems that you speak of? Because we haven't yet to see any problems that happened between y'all since y'all met. Because you have only spent a total of 40 minutes because Chris took the time to count them out. So where were these problems? You feel like you got gypped because he got, snag-a-tooth? You feel like you got gypped because he's not as attractive as you thought he would be? Okay, cool. Great. But then you want to throw in the fact that he may have got gypped too because you may not be as attractive as he thought you would be? Okay, sis, it goes both ways. Remember that. Okay? We got different hobbies. We do different things. We have different lifestyles. We got blah, blah, blah. I said, and you learned all of this in 40 minutes. Okay, great. Noted. Child, Alyssa, shut the heck up. Okay? So she says, do you think that I'm lying? And he said, yeah, I think that you're lying. And she said, oh, I am not going to stand here and let you call me a liar on the cameras. I'm not going to stand here and let you say that to me. And she wants to walk off dramatically. I said, what in the Karen is going on this episode tonight, child? Because, honey, baby, if you're lying, you're lying. You're definitely lying. You're not trying. So you really think that you're trying? Or you just saying that you think that you're trying so you can make it seem like you're not lying when you're lying? Because that's what's happening. You're lying. Child, it went on commercial. And then when it came back from commercial, she's still talking about something. So now you're saying that I don't take things slow because I don't want to sleep in the same room as you. And I was like, how did he say? I didn't get that part. Because it sounded like he said you was lying about the fact that you was putting in effort. It had nothing to do with the lie about the part that you wanted to share a room with him. That was never the part that was lied about. I'm pretty sure we know that you did not want to share a room with that man. That was not the lie. The lie is that you said that you was trying when we all know that you wasn't. Or gave effort. And we know that you didn't. She was like, we're not compatible and it's not going to work. I was like, cool. Chris, let it go. Chris, let it go. Chris, let it go. I'm gonna have to give you a Lindsey session. Let it go. At this point, we don't need her to say that you unattractive. Nothing. The fact that she said it's not going to work lets you know that she's not even going to try. Let it go. I don't know why this man is still sitting here trying to figure out if she's still in this or not. She's not here. I don't know why he's sitting there trying to figure out if this really, if it's worth trying to figure out. It's not. She said y'all not compatible and it's not going to work. So you, Chris, let it go. Let it go. And that was Mad at First Sight season 14, episode 4. The cast of crazy. I think that's going to be the name for me, for this cast. The cast of crazy. It's definitely the name for me. I hope y'all enjoyed this. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to comment down below. Did you subscribe? Please subscribe. Like, why you didn't subscribe yet? Okay? I will see you guys in the open chat for Ready to Love tonight. Hopefully you join me. If this video makes it up on time, child, who knows? But if not, I'll see you all next Wednesday in the open chat for another episode of Married at First Sight. With that being said, y'all, I'm out of here. Peace.